Hey folks, I'm attorney Roger P. Foley, and I'm driving home, but gonna make a quick stop at physical therapy. Got a neck issue and I got a hip issue, so need a little work on it. But I've been thinking about ideas for YouTube, and I don't know, I'm not a content genius by any means. I usually just talk about random legal issues, but I started looking at what like all the big names on YouTube do, right? Talking about politics or a particular case, or just commenting on videos, and being whatever side you are of the aisle, or whatever your thought process is. All the tyrant cops, or all the bad people, whatever it may be. And then recently I was watching The Sopranos. Back in the day, I watched The Sopranos and I liked it. And as I watched it back now the second time, I thought, man, all this stuff that happens on The Sopranos. What if I went like, the scenes, whatever, they shoot someone, they rob something, they steal, the jacking, the carjacking, the truck jacking, whatever it may be. And I talked about the law in that situation, because I almost feel like young people, young and dumb, they'll watch a movie or a show, and next thing you know, they think that, a high-speed chase, if you think of like Fast and Furious, the police are chasing you. You know what really happens? Like, you get crushed like a bug. If they catch you, you usually do time, you lose your driver's license, you get fined, a bunch of things. Think about all the different scenes, whether it's, Moltisanti, slapping his girlfriend or his fiance, Adria, whatever her name is, or, Tony having someone killed, or, Pussy doing whatever Pussy's doing, or Vito doing whatever Vito's doing. All these little individual scenes, sure, it makes for a great television show, and I enjoyed the show, but I was thinking about just, maybe analyzing it from, a Florida criminal defense attorney perspective. Another thing my buddy Mario was saying, because I told him I don't work out enough and I'm becoming a big fat, he said, man, you just got to go back to your boxing and do it. And I was like, I don't know. You want to see me out of breath, hitting the shit out of the heavy bag, or the speed bag, or jump roping? I don't know what my endurance is these days, but I guess it would build up. And I told him, I said, I thought about that too, because if I'm working out and I'm just talking about random stuff, I don't know, I'm also on a fat loss journey, right? On trying to get myself, slim and trim. So I don't know if anyone would appreciate that. I'm just thinking about ideas. The hard part for me is, editing the videos. Me, it's just easier. I'm in the car, I'm sitting down, I'm watching something. I also started looking at some ideas. There's a lot of people, there's a lot of pro se litigants out there, and they don't know how to do stuff. And be honest with you, being in the courtroom so much, there's a lot of attorneys that don't know how to do shit either. And I was wondering if it would make sense to do a paid service on my YouTube. They have different things that you can do, and I don't know, have a fan club or whatever. I don't think of myself like that, but some sort of thing where you pay a small amount, but I create content. Like, for instance, you have a violation of probation, or how about an early termination of probation? Something that's relatively easy that attorneys usually charge a few grand for, and I just make it part of that channel. Or expunging or sealing your record, throughout the state of Florida. It's done almost every county. Creating some content like that, where I get a video editor and I spend some money to do it, but it's step by step, where you're almost filling in the blanks, and then you can get that done. Or something as easy as a name change, or whatever it may be. I don't know that I could do with a motion to suppress. I could show the layout, but I don't think I could show the content because they're so individually tailored, or I don't know. I'm just trying to think about ideas to put out on YouTube. I really do enjoy going on. I enjoy talking about the law. Hell, I enjoy talking about a lot of things, you know, boxing, football, UFC, dogs. I enjoy helping people. You know, just being out in the community and lending a hand to people who need help. I don't know, just putting a video out. I went and had lunch with a homeless guy, you know, a couple weeks ago, and recorded a little bit, but not really. Just went and met a fellow human being who was down on their luck. They had a sign for, you know, that they were hungry and they needed food, and so I took the person to lunch and hung out with them for an hour and had a conversation, and then went next door and took them shopping. You know, I don't know. I just want to put out content. So I'm curious about you, the follower, the person on YouTube that watches my stuff. What kind of videos would be interesting? Let me know your thoughts. So I'm just randomly talking before I go sweat while I work out my hip, my lower back, and my neck that seem to kill me on a regular basis. So I figured if I didn't start doing physical therapy, I might not be, you know, running into the courthouse up and down steps to help my clients, right? They say you got to give yourself oxygen before before you can help others. So that's what I'm about to do. And I think Sunday, my wife and I are we have memberships at I don't know, whatever that cheap gym is. I don't even know the name of it. You pay like $20 a month, $10 a month, whatever it is. She's got the $20, I got the cheap $10 one, Planet Fitness. So I think I'm gonna do some more exercising with my wife. So we're part of that. We have that connection. So I think it's good. I've let myself get out of shape. She broke her hip recently, so she can't do her running. So I think it'd be good to work out with her. So we'll see if she's going to go with me. I'm sure she will. But I also thought about on YouTube, and I was researching on how to do this. You have to use OBS, and I thought about doing it on Zoom. I thought about having a 1-hour session where I talk about something. So one of the things that I came up with earlier in the week, you all know I'm a NHTSA instructor, right? So I can instruct a police officer on how to do the standard field sobriety exercises. There's actually a course for the what they teach the DRE officers. But I watched a couple of videos in Florida, one in Jupiter, one in maybe Port St. Lucie. And I got to tell you, I got a lot of experience in DUIs. In both cases, I would have taken a trial. And I think both cases, with some pressure, the state would have folded. I looked up one of them, and I saw that the attorney that I'd never heard about, but he's, you know, certified, he's been around for a while, a really long time actually. I think he's like 100 years old. The case was set for a change of plea, and I was like, what the, you know, how do you set that for a change of plea? It was, I was watching, I'll just tell you a little bit of the facts. One was like an Instagram model or something, or bikini model on Instagram or something, and who cares about that, but whatever. And she gets pulled over on a jet ski. I don't know if any of you guys watched that video. So I thought about reviewing that video, because I gotta tell you, she did pretty damn good. And I think that the officer made mistakes, and I think that it's high likelihood of not guilty. But who knows what they're offering, and you know, I don't know, I haven't followed it. And then there was another one where I saw a man who, his girlfriend or wife was dancing on the front part of the boat. What is that called? The port? Or I don't know boating. And the officer stopped him and said, oh, that was dangerous because it was just some stupid stuff, honestly. And And I watched it and I'm going, this guy's like, I don't think he had a drink in him. And did fine, and the officer was arresting him. And I think that might have been in the Keys. And I started to think about, I watch a lot of these people do videos and analyze, and I was like, it's almost like a free analysis of cases that you might see on the news or on YouTube where you're like, oh, and I don't know, maybe doing some commentary on that. Explain what the officer is looking for, explain what you as a client should be doing or not be doing. Obviously no one takes a roadside sobriety exercise when they get their driver's license, right? So half of this stuff is ridiculous. Again, I took all the NHTSA courses simply because I was sick of officers like, scurrying out going, oh, based on my training and experience. Now I can say, look, I got all the training you have plus some. I could be your instructor. Call me Big Papa. But anyway, give me some ideas, guys, because I don't know. I randomly drive and I talk about shit, and half of the stuff I honestly don't even post. I don't rewatch it. I just put it online and do it. Depends on how much time I have in the day. So let me know your thoughts. Have a great day. See ya.